Hi there YouTube, Ms. Gloria here, and we're looking at the Queen of the Skies, Boeing 747-400, the freighter. It's got a main back door open and a underside there. We're going to be flying Milkrun today as Polar Air Cargo, flight number 246. It's a flight that I found on FlightAware, real one, between Sydney and Melbourne, in a 747-400 freighter. There we go, the filed quite low today for some reason. That will go normal altitude. Been bouncing around a bit. We've got Honolulu to Sydney, Sydney to Melbourne, Honolulu to Sydney, Sydney to Honolulu to Canberra, Canberra to Sydney, Sydney to Melbourne. So quite interesting little flight, this one. I can see that they've filed a correct flight plan, unlike Qantas. Anyhow. We're going to go ahead and jump on to PFPX, and we don't have a profile for this airplane yet, so I'll show you guys how I do that. Go to the aircraft database, start a new aircraft, and the aircraft we're flying will be November 453 Papa Alpha. Obviously we're going to be a Boeing 747-400 freighter, standard freighter. Let's double check what engines we have on this beast. The CF6s. Fuel. Everything goes fine. Weights in kilograms. On the equipment, an L, we have a Selcal, which is HDDs. RVR is a Cat 3B. Operating Polar Air Cargo. ETOPS will be a 240. Actually, we're not a 240, we're a 4-engine airplane, so it's 370. Technically it's AirOps. Go ahead and save that and apply. And I'm going to take a flight to PAC, Polar Air Cargo 246. Sydney to Melbourne. Flying ICAO rules today, holding time of 30 minutes, contingency time of 20 minutes extra. You can have 85.8 kilograms of cargo, 3 of us on board. Alternates Avalon, might make it Canberra actually. Now I like Avalon. Quite cool. Finding a route, that's not correct. Gonna get the real one. There we are. Compute flight. Go ahead and release that, export it as well. File it and print it. Printing it to PDF directly. And I'm going to grab this window out here. Let's check what we have. Just need my name down there. Flight level 380 seems good to me. Charts out. Just going to double check. Do we have a checklist on our pedestal? Not sure. Probably not. Oh, we do. Very nice. going to move my seat around a little. Cool, let's pop that up and have a look at our call sign 246. And go ahead and log in. Got to actually file it in the right order. Let's do that. PAC 246. PAC 246. That's unlucky. There we go. Finally. So 7 Melbourne, Tessat 865 Rosie, Q29 Melbourne. Back outside, see what we've got. Obviously got the back door open, stuff going in there. Got the front door open and the ladder to go up to the top deck. And we've got the lower deck open in both places. I think I see a few Boeing 747s around the place. What do you reckon? 1 or 2? 3, 4? Probably some of the domestic side as well on the moment. Yeah, today is a 747 day, apparently. Never mind, let's jump on. Also want to grab the flight plan, chuck it in here. Here it is. Let's stick some of these things into the aeroplane. Payload. Let's do the... it's in pounds. I'm going to go to aircraft and displays, and we'll do things in kilograms. Guess I should be doing it in pounds, but we chose not to. I could change that now, actually. Then I'd need to reprint the flight plan. I guess technically we are an American aircraft. PMDG setup, options, aircraft, isn't it? Aircraft displays in pounds. And I'm going to go ahead and go to PPX. In PPX I'm going to go aircraft database, edit. And I'll make it pounds instead of kg. Save that along. Flight. Let's grab this into the that one there. Compute the flight again. Now I've got pounds. Compute flight, there it is. Go ahead and print that. while we print it, we're going to get rid of that. So you're going to save over the top. Cool. And more like the numbers we're after. So let's come down here again. And zero fuel weight is 555.96. $969. 56 effectively. And the fuel. On release 67.1. 67142 to be exact. Close enough. Cool. So letter there. Go up and turn on the iris. Iris set to nav. Seven minutes to align. Going to grab it off the GPS. Reference airport is Sydney. Gate 4. Cool, we'll send a request. Actually, we need to chuck in a little bit of data here. Sydney to Melbourne. Send the request over the company. Leave the number 1. Just double check that. Number 4. So we actually want to purge that one. Try it again. We'll take 4 this time. $126.25 is Yatis. Sure. Stay and listen.
Evolve Charlie. Sydney. Terminal information Charlie. Expect ILS approach. Runway 07. Wind 080 degrees 10 knots. Have OK.
Makes sense.
Temperature 24. QNH 1011. On first contact with Sydney, ground or approach, notify Evolve Sydney, terminal information Charlie. Expect ILS approach. Runway 07. Wind 080 degrees 10 knots. Have OK. Temperature 24. QNH 1011. On first contact with Sydney, ground or approach, notify receipt of Charlie. Sydney, terminal information Charlie. Expect ILS approach. Runway 07. Wind 080 degrees 10 knots. Have OK. Temperature 24. QNH 1011. On first contact with Sydney, ground or approach, notify receipt of Charlie. Sydney, terminal information.
Oh, good with that. Cool. So information Charlie, QNH 1011. Let's get rid of all that text. Unlock the window. Cool. 1011 is set. Check both sides. Cool. And flight number is PAC, sorry. Polaroid Cargo, not Aero Pelican. 46. And TESAT, Razzie, Melbourne, activate. Data link update. Okay, 556.0 on the zero fuel weight. Let's check our reserves. The hold is 30 minutes of 8.9. Bigger numbers than I'm used to, so that's chucking in here. And we need the alternate, which is 12.1. We'll leave the contingency in there, 21. Of course, that's pounds. Cost to next will be 150. Flight level 380. Step climb in 2,000 feet. Thrust limit will be 15%, so takeoff 2. We'll also add a D rate to 35. Should bring down the, there we are, 9.1. Takeoff will be flap 10. Runway 07. I think it'll be Fisher 7 with the Wollongong. There we go. And close the disco. Wollongong direct to Razzie. 20 gives us, I think it doesn't like the amount of D rate that we've got. Anyway, center gravity Mach trim, 21. And the takeoff speeds. I don't know, we can, actually it's runway 07, I was thinking 34 left. Yeah, we don't want to derate that much, do we? Fine. Thrust limit's actually going to be a takeoff derate of 1. We'll leave it at 25. Cool. Right, set. Just grabbing takeoff data here. Got 1 in kilograms. Let's have a look. Talk to delivery 133.8. Autograss takeoff. Takeoff weight 622. It'll be 282. And that's a flap 20 takeoff. Might better do flap 10 actually. Temperature, what's that, 20 something? 24. And pretty much zero, so it'll be 24 there. We're in Bravo. 28, the 113 on the B1. 141 on the rotation. And 158. $113's a bit, you know. There we go. Let's go to 125. I'm actually clear out those just to see what they've got. How close we go. I like 141. And 153. Ah, that's flap 20. Still 10. Yep, 141 on the rotate. That matches 159 it's given us. 158 is on the chart, but we're a little bit heavier than that, aren't we? About 120. Yeah, about maybe 1 or 2 tons more than that. That works out for me. 129, 141, 159. Let's chat to the delivery and get ourselves a clearance. Just checking, yep, we've got one offline so they can get the door closed if they need it. Closing the side cargo, closing the entry door. Excuse the DirectX 10 loading up the scenery. It's in Sydney, so it's pretty hard for it. Sydney delivery, Polar 246 requesting clearance to Melbourne.
Polar 246, Sydney delivery, g'day. Cleared to Melbourne via Wollongong flight plans route. Main 5,000 feet, runway 07, Fisher 7 departure with the Wollongong transition. 4470 and departure frequency 124.4.
Polar Cargo 246, cleared to Melbourne via Wollongong, runway 07, Fisher 7 departure, Wollongong transition, National Climb 5000, squawk code 4470, departures 124.4, Polar 246.
Polar 246, call and ready.
246, okay. Grounds 1265 here in Sydney.
Sydney delivery, this is Quebec Foxtrot Alpha 135, radio check.
And let's look at the door. Cool. Just need the bottom two. Let's do it now. get rid of the vehicles first, so we'll or in the page 2 must be release these forward cargo, aft cargo, and the stairs. Got to go onto the door page and get on to close forward cargo and aft cargo. Stuff, though I'm mostly clear now of ground equipment. Just need the pushback truck. Okay, let's brief the departure. We've got the what is it, 07. So looking at Sydney charts. Grab the ground one, ground the Fisher. 07 Fisher 7. I think I'll grab the international page 1. Yeah, there we go. So we're down there in number 4. We're pushing out nose to the left, taxiing up probably on Alpha, then Golf 1. We'll need the full link. So we are going flat 10. If we get a shortened link, we might have to go to 20. D rate is 1, and that's selected. After takeoff, we on runway heading to 800 feet. From there we go outbound 066 degrees to Fisher, and from there direct to Wollongong.
Ground course 118, received Delta, ready taxi once it's tried.
Climb is 5,000 feet.
Well, that's 118, you can taxi runway 16 right via Alpha 1 thanks.
And squawk code is 4470. set. Doors are all closed, ground connections. Just going to go ahead and check that we're on APU power, we are. And APU backup, gen is set. So to reset for number 4, go ahead and start up our fuel pumps. And turn on the beacons. Cargo heaters in. Got a Foxtrot, so that'd be Flydock 478 saying hi. G'day, so we're ready for the push. Let's bring them up. Nose to the left. Everything's closed. Good, so ready for the start. Sequence will be 4, 3, 2, 1. Give it the ground, we'll contact for the push. Sydney ground, Polar Cargo 246, gate number 4 on the freight is ready for push.
Polar 246, confirm your calling to push and start.
Polar 246, AFM.
Polar 246, push approved.
Push approved, Polar 246. Okay, we'll drop the wheel trucks. Okay, they're ready, engine is set, and parking brake is released.
Confirmation, contact Tower now 120.5 today.
Yeah, 120.5, mate. Saitek.
Okay, it's facing left, so we can start engine 4. Time is right on the dot. Cool, so we'll start number 4. That was 3, there's 4. Select 4. Just waiting for 4 to come through. No, they didn't check. I don't think this one has auto start, does it? Oh well. Engine 4's done. We'll start 3. Parking brake is set. Interior is rising. 20%, setting number 3. We'll do 2 at a time, we'll start 1 as well. And we'll sort out the hydraulics in a little while. And 2 to 20 on number 1, set number 1. Okay, 4 is pressurized. Go number 3 and number 1. Supernova is on. And we'll want number 2. 21%, number 2 set to run. Hydraulic demand pump number 2 is set. Starter cutout. Flight director is in, and I'm going to do a flight control check. Rudders. That's fine to me. TCAS is off, of course. Camera's standby. Yeah. And view coming off. Just split the IRS. There's going to be a problem there.
Sydney ground, g'day, it's Jetstar 519 at the stand 49.
Taxi light is on.
Jetstar 519, push approved. Pushing start approved, Jetstar 519.
Deck is on. Fan not required. Pack's back on. Checking doors and gear. It's good. Hydraulics all set. Ready for taxi. Select flap 10. Clock's in. And it's LNAV VNAV for departure. What was our V speed again? Take a free speed 159. .159 is set and we're ready for taxi. City ground, Polar 246 is ready for taxi. We have information, Charlie. Ah, damn it. Oh, yeah.
Polar 246, taxi via Alpha Golf 1 holding point runway 07.
Alpha Golf, hold short runway 07, Polar 246. Parking brake is released. Lights are on, we're ready to go. Ever so slightly to the right hand side, there we go.
station is in ground back.
Here we are, on the Gulf.
Ground course 404, clear 07, request taxi.
Course 404 taxi left on Gold, and then right on Bravo, Charlie 1 today, from dinner.
Left on Golf, right Bravo, Charlie 1 to the bay, course 404.
Okay, takeoff review, I've got flap 10. Yeah, looks like we're ready apart from the transponder. And before takeoff checklist, flap is set, 10 for takeoff.
Caller 246, contact Sydney Tower 20.5, ciao.
Tower 120.5, Polar 246. Two 0.5 is set. All the way to the end there. And our first airborne frequency is 124.4. Yeah, it's in the standby. Transponder can go on. Set. I'll set silence the water just for the heck of it. We're afraid that stuff doesn't even matter. Okay, weather radar is on. Just need to do the test.
Monitor radar display. Go around. Wind shear ahead. Wind shear ahead. Wind shear ahead.
And share system is good. Sydney Tower Polar 246 is ready at runway 07.
Caller 246 from the tower, runway 07, says takeoff, contact departures airborne, good day.
Runway 07, clear for takeoff and departures airborne, Polar 246. Yeah, clear for takeoff, lights going on, strobes in. Clock is on.
Approaching 07.
07 is confirmed.
On runway 07.
07 heading 063. Clear for takeoff. Clear 50%. Thrust stable. Toga. Check. Cross check.
Rotate. Meter. Positive incline.
Gear up. believe the flaps are where we are. Switch over. Senior departure, Polar 246 heavies, climbing 5,000 out of 2,400.
Polar 246 heavy, departure good evening, advice, climb flight level 280, cancel speed and street please.
Flight level 280, cancel speed, Polar 246. Select flap 5. Oh, 280 is set. Flap 5 or select flap 1. Yeah, as far as that goes, it's getting out of the shadow here. Yeah, don't anticipate. I'll say it soon. Select flaps up. Keep on flying it for a bit. I'm enjoying it. Level 280 is easy. Next overall frequency will be Melbourne Centre, which I believe is 1250. We'll get that once we're above 10. We're about, I'd say flight level 200, we'll get that changed.
Polar 246, cancel the 6, turn right, track to Razzie, plan route.
Direct to Razzie, planned route, Polar 246. Strike it in. Next page, Razzie up to the top. Done.
Polar 442 from Anchor
Turning back to the rim.
runway 07 RS approach, report established.
And I have click for West 7 and will report established, Polar 442.
Yeah, landing checklist. Landing gear is up and off. Flaps are up. Checklist complete. There's 10,000. Standard set. Landing lights can go off as well. By Sydney.
Okay, Polar 442 is established, runway 07 recorded.
Polar 442, thanks, contact the tower 120.5, yeah.
120.5, Polar 442, good day.
Just turning down as we accelerate. There we go, scooting along at 340 knots. Auto pilot off.
7890, returning to Quadrant passing Throttle 190 for 9 about.
Let's complete the trim. Should stabilise out.
Hello, 788.
Don't need the hands on it.
Keeping approach today, mate. Runway 07.
No hands, no autopilot. How about that? Stable as a rock.
Runway 07, expect our back to approach, 7890.
Yeah, maybe not quite that stable, but getting there. Get more trim. Not bad for an airplane that's not fly-by-wire.
Hello, 7890, descend to 6000.
Yeah, the 6,000, 7890.
Getting next exit change ready, 1250. All good there. Now there's some argument amongst pilots and regulators as to what RVSM means and what the requirements are. One of the requirements are that you have to have a working autopilot on board your airplane to fly above the RVSM bottom altitude, which is level 290. The argument being, of course, does having an autopilot that works on board the airplane mean that you have to use the autopilot, or can you fly the autopilot, fly the airplane by hand all the way up to 38,000 feet? Not using the autopilot, just as long as you have one that works.
Hello, 547, could you approach? Good evening.
Now, technically, according to the ICAO guidelines, you just have to have it on board the airplane. Of course, it kind of goes against the requirements, doesn't it? If you're sitting there not quite sitting exactly on your assigned flight level, then that's not really the RVSM, is it? Anyway, with that in mind, we'll be turning on the autopilot at 29,000 feet. Not before that, though.
Hello, 7890 at Tammy, cancel the star. Depart Tammy heading 030.
From Tammy heading 030, coming. 7890.
Hello, 7890, you'll be a little higher on profile there. Will you be able to make that return?
We'll try it,
210-ish.
Hello, 7890, just under 3,000.
There we are,
3,000.
220.
Sydney approach Kilo 260 SEC.
Kilo 268 to the approach, good evening. Runway 07, expect ILS approach.
07, expect the ILS approach, 268.
If I'm completely honest, I think I'm feeling that this is easier to hand fly than the 777.
Hello, 240, contact Melbourne Center, 125.0, good enough.
Go center 125.0, pull 246. Melbourne Center, pull 246. Is flight level 265 or 280.
Just clear the rivet to arrival for runway 07 Sydney. It's a high picture.
And 4616, Semi Gate 1380.
Throttle 380, Polar 246. Throttle 380 is set. And just make sure we're in trim. It's about there. Happy with that. Cool. Pull apart. And we'll set center in command.
And to go 372 ready.
No, it's gonna speed a bit.
Yes, sir.
Bottom on 0.
One 013 set.
Input to center. You can maintain 390, then move to runway 07.
Rivet to arrival runway 07, speed with shooting the X-ray, maintain 390.
That's 493, I expect you want that to stop for.
Again?
You're on the stop there, correct?
No, I'm just wondering if I'm using frequency and you want to do or
We will make now the other center is totally on parallel traffic, but I think we can use 3 Alpha 16 and then again to be audible to 140.
the W3 Alpha runway 16 and Alpha 140 and ready.
Let's see if we could have made a 400. Apparently not.
Just off 518, beacon 9000
If you please do it again, just off 518. Sorry about that.
518 down at 9000, 1
From that, copy the Q&A, Jim with you to 9000, just off 518.
Late summer textures of Australia. Nice and kind of brown, quite dry. Haven't had much rain down in the south. Up north it's been pelting down. But yeah, in Victoria there's been a few rainy days, but it hasn't been very heavy. Sydney had quite a bit of heavy rain while I was away in New Zealand. Heard about it on the news. Saw some images of like cars up to their door frames in water. We're not talking the creeks either, we're talking on roads.
So 0 cross 23 is out.
118, contact center 124,
24.0, cross 18, good day.
Melbourne Center, just off R22 is 18 miles from top of the descent. 522, waiting to start now.
1,000 feet to go.
Gave me the rivet 2 arrival for runway 07. Sorry, should we copy you when running down to 9,000, 08.013. Down to 9,000, 1013, the style 550.
Cabin altitude 6,000 or below.
56 with you, maintaining flight level 350.
Also, shot 56 today, there's a rivet 2 from 07, maintaining 350.
Rivet 2, runway 07, maintain flight level 350, velocity 756.
Now center, speedbird 2 X-ray India.
Alright, level 32.
Percent.
Rivet 2, range is 130.
Okay, what do we get in here?
Descend 130, speedbird 2 India X-ray.
12 minutes past the hour. I do remember we pushed back on the hour of 05. That was 30 minutes ago.
Channel 767, today, there's a rivet 207, maintain 370.
So look at what the Milkrunners are doing. There we go, got a nice run going. Got Avalon again, as usual. Melbourne approach and tower. I don't think we have a ground down there though. We've got Canberra approach, it's Terry. There's Sydney approach, tower and ground. And of course we've got the Melbourne centres, Wollongong and Snowy. All your standard Milkrun stuff. Wouldn't mind if Avalon decided to move to Essendon a bit more. That'd be fun. Melbourne's popped into range.
Just flying ranking, contacted you approach
124, distance 4, just off 580.
Let's have a listen to Melbourne just to see what's happening there.
Call 1246, contact on our 124, that's over there.
Got it, Melbourne Centre, 124 decimal 0. Call 246. Number 40. That is set. And before we jump in, have a listen.
16419 degree 7 knots. This is greater than 10 kilometers. Cloud, degree 1,700 feet. Temperature 17. On Earth, contact with Melbourne, ground door approach. Notify receiving information, Tango. Melbourne, terminal information, Tango. Expecting Sinners approach. Runway 16190 degree 7 knots.
16.
Visibility greater than 10 kilometers. Cloud, degree 1,700 feet. Temperature 17. QNH 1 On Earth, contact with him, ground door approach. Notify receiving information, Tango. Melbourne, terminal information, Tango. Expecting Sinners approach. Runway 16190 degree 7 knots.
7 knots.
Visibility greater than 10 kilometers. Cloud, degree 1,700 feet. Temperature 17. QNH 1016.
Cool. Melbourne Centre, Paul, 246 heavy, flight level 380.
Paula 246 heavy centre. Start clearance Lizzie 3 Alpha arrival, runway 16 and possible 380.
Lizzie 3 Alpha arrival, runway 16, maintain flight level 380. Apollo 246 heavy.
Go from Rio 516, descend to flight level 130.
Okay, the arrival, runway 16, the ILS, is the X-ray, closest one.
Qantas 466, extensor 125, decimal 0.
Lizzie 3 Alpha.
25 decimal 0, Qantas 466.
Yeah, let's check out what this Delta thing is.
Velocity 882, descend 950 on 81016.
Melbourne.
9,000 in QNH.
So, Lizzie Alpha.
It's
16,
10161016.
X-ray. Ah, X-ray is the Cap 2. They don't want the X-ray. Let's try that again. Use the Yankee.
Qantas 228 centre, good evening. Climb flight
That
level
makes more
370.
sense.
Flight level 370, Qantas 228.
Take Lizzie and place it on top of
Velocity
itself.
14, 19.
Lizzie Horace.
Left heading 005 for sequencing.
Velocity 1419. Can you repeat the heading?
Velocity 1419, turn left heading 005 for sequencing.
There we go.
005 sequencing, velocity 1419.
Throttle 16 from Lizzie, direct to Horace. Horace below 9,000. NZEG at 230 knots. We'll leave flat for that.
Qantas 461, turn left heading 360 for sequencing.
NIFA at below 6.
That's 360, 461.
Delta is 185
Velocity
knots.
1419, start clearance is the Rivet 2 arrival for runway 07.
And after that, it's the ILS approach. We see Delta here. We have a requirement to be above 4,000. We actually have above 3,000 for Lizzie.
For the Rivet 2 arrival, runway 07.
So I can modify that.
1419.
3,000.
Qantas 461, the start clearance is the Rivet 2 arrival, runway 07.
Rivet 2 arrival, runway back to 461.
And the rest of that looks good to
Go
me.
from 516, descend flight level 110.
Okay, minimums is 640. That's on the Barrow. Since we're on a category 1 ILS.
Roll air 246, when ready, descend flight level 250. Roll air 246, descend flight level 25, when ready, descend flight level 250.
How do we make that go faster? I'll move over the other side, I'll get a little more.
Qantas 467, trick now direct Horrors. And resume the start from Horrors.
That's more like it.
Direct Horrors, Qantas 467.
Okay, Barrow set 640. Alright, down the Q18, which was 1016.
Go from Rio 516, contact Canberra approach 124, decimal 5, and I've notified him about the touch and go.
G'day. So, looking at this, we have the approach straight in at Delta. Delta, we're on the Lizzie arrival, so it's anything above 3,000 feet. crossing the outer marker at
Qantas 118,
240.
flight level
No, it's
400,
1680
250.
for the outer.
Just 118.
Down to the middle, Mr. Broach is 640.
57, leaving my airspace to South Control and Identification Service Terminate.
Mr. Broach is 4,000 feet straight ahead. Assuming it goes directly, we'll be vacating
51 Delta, leaving my
Juliet's fine.
airspace to South Control and Identification Service Terminate. Frequency change approved. Okay.
Yeah, we'll go for Juliet.
61, there we go.
And for that, we'll go Automax 2. Automax 2 is set.
Qantas 493, DC 9000, QNH 1016.
9000, 1016,
Qantas 467, contact Melbourne approach 132, decimal 0.
1320, Qantas 467.
Qantas 118, descend a flight level 130.
Level 130, Qantas 118.
Apollo 24, descend a flight level 250. Apollo 246, when ready, descend flight level 250.
Yeah, flight level 250 when ready, Apollo 246. $267.
Qantas 461, when ready, descend flight level 250.
When ready, descend flight level 250, 461.
That was 4, wasn't it? There we go.
Qantas 708, Melbourne Sydney, today, school 3151.
Roger, we'll rescore 3151, 708.
Qantas 708, identified. Start clearance is the Poly 4 Alpha Rifle, runway 35. From present position, direct Poly, and force separation, descend to flight level 350.
Roger, see the Poly 4 Alpha for runway 35. We'll track now direct Poly, and we're just advised we are almost at top of the fence and descending 350.
Okay, boys, specification when ready, descend to flight level 250. There's just be crossing traffic in a few miles, didn't want to be conflict.
Okay, Roger, that'll go through, and we can drop down if you want now. 708.
Qantas 708, no worries, initiate descent, descend to flight level 250.
708 for Poly.
Velocity 1419, content 125, decimal 0.
25 decimal 0, thank you. Velocity 1419.
Qantas 46, contact center 125, decimal 0.
Yeah, let's review the landing data.
451, thank you.
Current fuel is 48.3, 41.6. Gross weight 604.
Velocity 882, contact center, one correction, contact Melbourne approach, bridge 2, decimal 0, okay.
Melbourne approach 132 decimal 0. Thank you, 736. Good enough.
507. Okay, the approach speed, basically a 150 VREF, about 30. .154 on the approach. And we're off to the southern freight apron. It's not quite sure if it's taking something like G58 or H1. See when we get down there, I suppose. But yeah, if we vacate off Juliet, that puts us in the prime spot.
Call 708, please send a fob for 110.
We got the descent forecast.
Call 708, please send a fob for 110.
That 110.
Qantas 493, contact Melbourne approach 132-40.
There we go, forecast set. Didn't really see it move the top of the descent point much, but every bit helps. I think we got a headwind, so it would have moved away from us, but
Jetstar 519, Melbourne Centre, g'day. Stargate Lizzie 3 Alpha arrival, runway 16, maintain flight level 360.
hello, transition level is 11.
Kind
of 105 really.
Flight level 360, Jetstar 519.
And we won't need the anti-ice on.
Qantas 118, descend 9000, QNH 1017.
9000, QNH 1017, Qantas 118.
Qantas 118, reduce 250 knots to cross Lizzie at 250 knots.
Cross Lizzie at 250 knots, Qantas 118.
Prime some of our frequencies up. Well, the approach is 1320. Convenient. Tower 1205. And the ground on 1217. I think I'll just leave ATIS in there, give it one last check before we get in. Information was Tango. Sounds like ATC is handling everything well tonight. Looking at it, it's quite a lot of traffic, but listening to it, no one's really having any issues. It's all standard clearances. Yeah, it's jet airways. That's us there. Yes, most of the traffic's gone into Melbourne approach now.
Japan Airways 344, good evening, climb flight 350. Qantas 118, contact Melbourne approach 132.40, good night.
Melbourne approach 132.40, Qantas 118, good night.
Qantas 708, contact Canberra approach on frequency 124.85, good day.
Over the Canberra approach. Qantas 708, thank you, good night.
Qantas 228, star clearance is available.
Ready to copy, thanks, Qantas 228.
Qantas 228, River arrival for runway 07, when that's ready, descend flight level 250.
Clear to River 2, runway 07, when ready, descend to flight level 250, Qantas 228.
Just looking ahead at the Milkrun Mondays. Traditionally we do a spilled Milkrun Monday on the end of the month. However, I'm looking at Easter Monday, and that's a good opportunity for a longer haul milk run.
Qantas 228, complex center 125 decimal 0.
And the idea there is maybe I might do Melbourne to Brisbane.
125 decimal 0. Good day,
something
thanks.
too long.
Qantas 228.
Because you've got the long weekend there. Day off on Monday, so we can probably start it early. Probably 5 in the afternoon. Something I'd be interested in doing. Extra long Milkrun Monday for Easter Monday. Melbourne to Brisbane, at least that long. I'm saying Melbourne to Brisbane because I've got a few airports in between those that I'd like to visit myself.
Well, we've heard off the 888 with you, flight level 360.
Well, 888.
Velocity 888 Centre, g'day. Start clearance Lizzie 3 Alpha arrival, runway 16. Maintain potable 360. Lizzie 3 Alpha, runway 16 and maintain flight level 360, velocity 888. Jetstar 519. When ready, descend flight level 250.
When ready, descend flight level 250.
Okay, top of descent's not far off. One nautical mile. Off we go. Idle set. Melbourne Centre, Polar 246, leaving flight level 32.
Polar 246, copy.
Just for those of you unaware, I'm still using Flightsim 10 FSX. I'm using DirectX 10 preview mode with the Steve's DirectX 10 fixer. That's why I'm getting the shadows inside the cockpit. At some point this year I am intending to upgrade to P3D. Not sure when that'll be. Might be a month off. Might be more than that. Okay, let's look at that checklist. Recall. Recall check, no item. Landing data is set. We have barrow minimum set 640 and our approach VRAF is 149. Altimeters, maintaining standard. It's preset 1016. Just going to listen to the ANS one more time.
Ground door approach. Notify receipt of information,
Victor.
Melbourne, terminal information, Victor. Expect Eastern approach. Runway 16, 0, degree 7 knots. Visibility greater than 1, 0 kilometers. Cloud, degree 1,500 feet. Temperature 1, QNH 1017. On first contact with Melbourne, ground door approach. Notify receipt of information, Victor. Melbourne, terminal information, Victor.
Yep, we'll set 120.5 and also the tower, the ground, 1217. That's on radio 2. And 1017. That's all set. Past 4:30, saying hi.
Melbourne Centre, good evening, Qantas 711 is with you, passing
flight level 365 for flight level 380.
Kind of 711, good evening. How many hops is that now? Is that 1, 2, 3 between Brisbane? Sorry, between Sydney and Melbourne?
As in just for today?
Yeah, just for today.
This is the first one. This is the first one for today.
Well, I'm not controlling. I could have sworn I gave you a departure out of Sydney maybe an hour ago.
Yeah, that's correct. And yeah, I had some issues and had to disconnect and reconnected.
Okay, so that's 1.5, yeah?
Yeah, 1.5 is correct.
By 2460 and 29,000 QNH1017.
Yeah, 9000 QNH 1017, Polar, second, Polar 246. Polar is actually the police helicopter. Being cleared to an altitude 1017 is set. Any luck, we'll only need that one uniform and golfer there. That's golf there, that's Juliet, we'll take Juliet.
Got from there 516 on frequency 125 stage 0 12507.
Studio Melbourne Center for 2302 with you currently level at flight level 240 for the Delta Lake Marshall.
Course 2302 sending good day, climb follow up on 380.
Course 380, thank you. Course 2302.
Okay, landing lights are in. There's a truck and a logo as well. There's Lizzie. She'll get his frequency change soon. As soon as we get the frequency change, I'm going to swap over the frequency and then I'll start handling again.
Apollo 246, you're lucky day, you'll be on live frequency, expect to be ILS runway 16.
Maintaining your frequency, ILS runway 16, all 246, and we have information good done.
Apollo 246.
Alright, my aeroplane. Approach checklist is completed. Next one in, we'll see landing. Landing only has 3 items: gear, flaps, and spoiler.
Velocity 888 when ready, descend the pot level 250. Pot level 250 when ready, velocity 888. Velocity 898, 780, clearance available.
Just a bit of trim as we start slowing down here.
Apollo 246, descend at 5,000.
Yeah, the 5,000, call out 246. $5,000 set.
Good start 515, good day, start clearance is available. Good start 515, Lizzie Tree Upper Rifle, runway 6. Maintain, followable 340. Should start 515, that's correct. Maintain followable 340.
Yeah, this is roughly Alpha arrival, runway 16.
Japan Air 344, start clearance visible.
Start clearance for 344, go ahead, sir.
Japan Air 344, River 2 arrival, runway 07, when ready, descend flight 250.
River 2 arrival for runway 07, can you see the frequency of this for 344 when ready?
Japan Air 344, when ready, descend flight level 250, when ready, flight level 250.
Okay, one day, 250,
Yeah, we'll take some drag out.
Polar 246, descend 4,000.
Yeah, 4,000, well, 246.
Qantas
4,007.
711, start clearance available.
Qantas 711, go ahead.
Qantas 11, Lucy 3 Alpha Rifle, runway 16. Maintain follow for Ventura.
Can't pull it up, can't pull it down.
And Lily 3 Alpha arrival runway 16 and maintain by level 380, Qantas 711.
Even using the keypad, I can't click down. Anyway, our spoilers are done. Can't be armed, can't be stowed, can't be deployed. They're just whatever they are.
Jets Airways 344, contact Melbourne Centre 125.0, good day. Jet Airways 344, contact Centre 125.0, good day.
Select that one.
Thunder 135, decimal 0, thank you for your service,
125.0, sir.
125, decimal 0, thank you.
I'm going to get HDX 7465 if you follow 280.
Jet 7465, tank score 3137.
3137, Jet 74.
Polar 246, station 3000, cleared all extra runway 16 approach at Belto, contact tower 120.5, good day.
Yeah, 3000, cleared ice approach runway 16, and at Belto, contact tower 120.5. Polar 2467. Approach right side.
JetX 7465, you're identified. Clearance
So
cleared
down
Melbourne
200
by
knots.
extra on flight plan route, flight level 280.
And flaps 5.
The Melbourne by Extron Thunder out close to 0,
Jetstar 519, descend 9000, QNH1017, expect the ILS runway 16.
And the 9000, 1017.
That fast speed, we'll take that 10.
598.
Qantas 711, when ready, descend to flight level 250.
When ready, descend flight level 250, Qantas 711.
Qantas 2302, Melbourne Centre.
2302, go ahead.
Qantas 2302,
Speed
radar
180.
indicates you 2 miles to the right of your track. Just confirm following your track from
About
Ebony
20.
and direct Aaron.
Select that 20.
Stand by, I'm checking the 2302.
Speed. My throttles.
JetX 7465, new accept the star.
Hey, firm again.
JetX 7465, start clearance is the Warren 2 Alpha Rifle, runway 16, flight level 280.
Brakes, can't do much about it.
The Warren
Select reference.
16 and they have all 280 again.
154 set, speed brakes. Check. Can't do anything about it. over the tower. Come on. Fine. How to get down? Ah, damn. On right side. Go. Over tail, Polar 246 heavy, final runway 16.
Polar 246 heavy, g'day, Melbourne Tower, winds are 20 at 7 knots, runway 16, clear to land.
Hello, 16, clear to land, Polar 246.
223, taxi Alpha Charlie, hold short runway 16 and Alpha cross runway 2.
Can't get rid of the spoilers. Okay, flaps full, flaps 30.
Velocity 223, taxi Alpha Charlie at Alpha cross runway 27.
The Alpha Charlie, and that's cross runway 26.
Glide side capture. Okay, configured it as far as I can. Speed brakes are partially extended, I can't do anything about that. Marker, and 1000. Stable.
Good. Numbers ground, a very good evening to you. Velocity 197, signal ready to check.
Velocity 197, read you 5.
Velocity 197, thank you very much, sir. Requesting high clearance to Melbourne. Correction to Sydney.
Velocity 197, clear to Sydney via Docel plane route. Climb 5000, Docel 8 departure, runway 1643047. Departures 124.0.
Okay, velocity 197 cleared to Sydney, flight plan route via the Docel 8 departure, runway 16. Initial climb is 5,03047 and departure frequency is 124.0.
Velocity 197.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Landing.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Versus ring. Didn't have to be full, come on.
18 Express 639, having an electrical problem. Returning to the command, cancelling flight.
639, no problem.
80 knots. $60 knots. 30 knots.
Polar 246, welcome to Melbourne. Contact Melbourne ground on 1 Get there.
On ground 121.7, Polar 246. Perhaps retract. Just going to grab some lights off as well. Air view coming on. Checking the gear. Yeah, brake temperature is 2. It's okay. Ground Polar 246 is vacated on Juliet for South Freight.
Polar 246, good evening, taxi Juliet Zulu.
Juliet to Bay, Polar 246. There goes the Jetstar. Catch a photo of those other 4 747s up there. Once I clear here, I'm just going to do a funky thing here. There we go. AP is running. Should see what I'm doing with my spoiler. In fact, without using the axis, I'm just pressing the question mark key. It goes forward and back. And forward and back. Like I'm literally pressing it once and that's it. Click. Yeah. Wants to be at 50% all the time. H1. There we go. Taxi light is off. Ah, there he is. Got him. Parking brake is set. And AP go on the bus. AP gens are set. And I'll go ahead and shut down 1, 2. Three and 4. Fuel pumps off. Transponders off. Cool, let's get some of our doors open. Okay, wheel chocks are set. And we'll need to drop one of the APU generators so we can get the side door open. Air runner. And just because it's there and I haven't used it yet, let's open that nose.